happening, guys? It's Nagpal for iGyaan.in, and the Galaxy S4 is just about to be announced in a couple of days. But right here we have the HTC One, which is going to be more or less the competition for the Galaxy S4. As you can see, we have a demo box over here, so it's white and it's not the final packaging. If you buy the HTC One, you will get a full-fledged packaging that is the standard HTC style. This is a demo box that they've sent to us for review. So let me get rid of the cover. The first thing inside the box is the HTC One. So we're going to look at that in just 1 second. If we go further in, we have the new, and might I add, possibly the best upgrade for HTC in a long time in terms of in-box accessories. We have the new in-ear style Beats sort of headphones. They do have the Beats logo here somewhere. I believe that, hang on, hold on. Okay, so they don't have a Beats logo, but I did compare them to Beats when we went for the launch, and at that time they did have a Beats logo. So possibly similar to the Beats headphones. These headphones come inside the box and they're really good and really nice to hear. And you also get additional tips for your ear size. So the medium ones come on there, you get small and large inside the box. So that's nice. The headphones are in fact really good because of the fact that they have a flat cable, which is a anti-tangle cable. So you can always like pull it apart and it won't tangle up and make knots. That's thanks to the design of the cable. It's a flat cable. And the rubber is also slightly harder than traditional rubber material used on the regular earphones. So a great upgrade by HTC as far as the earphones are concerned. If we go further inside the box, you'll see that we have a standard micro USB cable. And again, this cable is a USB to micro USB standard HTC cable inside the box of the HTC One. And the final thing, inside this particular box, you'll of course have owner's manuals and a bunch of other things. The final thing inside this particular box is the power adapter. So HTC also usually gives a SIM removal tool inside the box and a lot of documentation. So let's go on ahead and take a look at the device itself. So we're taking a look at the front of the device. You'll see that we have a bunch of sensors over here on the left of the device, or on the left top if you're looking at it from the front. You also have the main earpiece, also one of the speakers for boom sound, which I'll tell you what it is in just a minute. You have a front-facing camera over here. The front-facing camera is a 2.1 megapixel camera, which also does full HD video. The front display of the HTC One is a 4.7-inch diagonally, 1920 by 1080p full HD display. It also has a 469 pixel per inch pixel density, so it makes it one of the most high-res displays in a smartphone available today. If we come down to the bottom over here, back button and the home button are capacitive touch buttons. It's a pity that HTC put their logo here but did not make it the home button. It would have been really nice to be able to tap on HTC to go back to the blink feed, for example, but HTC has not done that. So HTC logo over here essentially is just the logo and it does not have any feature whatsoever. This is the home button on the right, and over here you can see the secondary grill, which is also the secondary speaker for boom sound, which I will demonstrate in just a minute. If we turn the device to the right, we have the volume rockers. If we turn it to the top, we have a 3.5mm headphone jack and the main power button, which also has an infrared blaster in it to control televisions. On the left is the micro SIM card slot. On the bottom you will see a micro USB charging data syncing port along with the main microphone, which is used for voice calls. On the back you will see the single shell cast unibody design, similar to the white color that we saw at the launch in Sydney. Our hands-on video showed you what the device looks like. This is the black color, and this is going to be rarely available in India, only in limited quantity. So this is a limited edition, at least as far as India goes. The black color is going to be limited. You also have a 4 megapixel ultra pixel camera. The 4 megapixel camera has autofocus and LED flash. Apart from that, it has a 1/3-inch sensor and a simultaneous HD video and image recording. You also have a secondary noise cancelling microphone, which also acts as the main microphone for receiving audio while you capture video. You have the HTC logo, which is kind of the same back color, but it's a little raised from the design, so you can see it and feel it. but it's not in your face, and it doesn't shine out from the device. So it's a subtle logo over here. You have a nice red Beats Audio logo at the bottom, and of course you have a bit of markings at the bottom of the device as well. The device inside has a Qualcomm APQ80640 Snapdragon 600 processor, which is a quad-core 1.7 GHz Cray 300 processor or a CPU. The GPU is an Adreno 320. The HTC One will be available in two fixed storage capacities of 32 or 64 GB, and you have 2 GB of inbuilt RAM. The battery is a non-removable lithium polymer 2300 mAh battery, which should be sufficient for this device. The device is fairly slim from the sides, but has a tapered edge on the back, so it fits comfortably in the hand. In fact, it fits really well, at least in my hand. Let's quickly take a look at the interface. So we are taking a look at the new lock screen of the device. The HTC One has the new interface over here. You can simply tap on it and slide your finger across it to unlock it. It's not really difficult. So if you just do a slight pull up over here, it'll unlock the device like that, and you will jump directly into Blink Feed. If you don't want to open the device, you can directly go into an application from here. So if you want to open up the camera, you can just simply slide it up and it'll jump into the camera application. You can also see time and date along with weather over here. I can go into weather by simply tapping up this application and then tapping on the weather. So it'll show me a weather, which is an AccuWeather app, but it gives you a nice hourly weather information. Also gives you the hourly forecast for a bunch of days ahead of you. Now talking about Blink Feed. Blink Feed is essentially a social aggregator, sort of like Flipbook. It aggregates all your social content and puts it right here in front of your screen. So if you're the kind of person who's always online looking at what people are up to, this aggregation of information would be really useful for you. The screen is absolutely stunning, and viewing angles cannot be explained in a manner of the way that HTC has laid out this display. This display almost rides on top. It almost feels like you're touching exactly what you're looking at, and that feels absolutely wonderful on the screen. You can also see that the edge of the LCD is almost to the edge of the device, which makes it almost an edge-to-edge design, where the glass bezel goes all the way to the end. So it almost looks like the device is in a full edge-to-edge design. It also continues to give you tips on the Blink Feed. So as you can see over here, it's giving us a tip that we can bring our galleries to life with the HTC Zoe, and we can turn that on in the camera application, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. The dialer has been changed from previous dialers. It's more or less a skin, but you can see the information over here. You can see the dialer in that format. Again, with messaging, you will notice that the keyboard is more or less the same HTC keyboard that we are used to. And if you hold down and jump into settings of the keyboard, you will see that you can turn on or off input settings according to your requirements. So you can turn on arrow keys, which were standard in HTC keyboards earlier. You can turn those on, and you can also go into advanced input settings to set your trace color, for example. So I'm going to choose the iGyaan blue, and you can also choose a calibration tool to calibrate your finger input so that the accuracy of your typing is better. If you jump out of Blink Feed over to the right, you see the standard set of dashboards that are over here, which you can customize according to your requirements. If I want to add a bunch of panels, I can do that from here. I can also delete panels by holding them down and removing them, or setting them as home panels if I just simply drag that into that. I can also add a bunch of widgets directly from here, so I can scroll through my widget list and choose which widget I want to pop up onto the top. It'll just quickly drop that widget onto the main dashboard or the selected dashboard, depending on what you're looking at. If I open up the web browser and we quickly open up iGyaan.in, you will see that it loads up the website really fast, really nicely, rendering it up in the responsive mobile format that we have over here. And you will see that not only does it fluidly run through, it looks absolutely stunning on the display of the device. So as far as we are concerned, this is one of the most beautiful displays on a smartphone seen till date. So what we're now going to do is we're going to see if we can find the YouTube application, and of course we're going to jump right into iGyaan. We have one video from today, so let's see how that plays. And today we're going to be checking out the Samsung Galaxy S4 pre-launch in India. The phone is going to be launched in two colors, the Black Mist and the White Frost. Supposedly going to be available for a 16GB and a 32GB capacity. We're not too sure about that right now. The phone has So a quick look at the competition over there. The HTC One was launched a couple of weeks back, but it's not yet available in the market, and it soon will be seen in the market in India as well. The video playback on this device is absolutely stunning, and the fact that you have two front-facing speakers that act as stereo speakers, HTC calls this boom sound, allows you to listen into your content really well, and the audio configuration is great, as well as you can turn on Beats audio from the settings panel for your speaker as well. So if you have Beats audio on, then the device will automatically run Beats audio even through your speakerphones. You can also allow some HTC gestures that allow you to send content or your screen to the HTC media link, which is connected if it is to your television. The last thing I'm going to do for this video is I'm going to show you the camera interface over here. We have a really nice interface. We can go into the Zoe camera, or we can turn that off. We can turn on or off flash as well, or we can set it up in auto mode. We can go into the full settings. You can choose which camera you want, a main camera or the front camera. You can also select your capture mode, scene mode, and you can select which scene. So we have a bunch of scene modes over here. You can also choose night mode or HDR. You can also have sweep panorama. You can also choose video capture, so we can capture slow motion video. You can capture fast HD at 60 FPS, or video HDR in full HD, which is absolutely brilliant from a smartphone camera. You also have self timer, a cropping section, so you can choose what size of crop you want, wide crop, regular, or a square image. Square images are usually good for Instagram if you're doing a lot of Instagram. You have ISO settings, white balance settings, continuous shooting, camera options that allow you to turn on or off face detection, auto smile, geotag, etc. You can also lock focus in video or turn that off so it will continually autofocus. And you can also reset everything to default if you want to do that. Whatever pictures you've clicked, you can preview from over here. So you can take a look at your pictures from over here, and if you want, you can also click a picture as easy as that. It's one of the fastest smartphone cameras with zero shutter lag, and we have continuous shooting capabilities. So I don't know if you guys can hear that. Let me see if I can increase the volume. So you can see the difference between my tap and the capture. It's almost instant. Similarly, you can capture full HD video, and while you're capturing video, you can also capture pictures within your video, and it will save that to your gallery as well. So there you go, guys. This was essentially a quick look at the new HTC One from HTC. It's their flagship, made out of a unibody aluminum design, and looks really good. Has a great bunch of hardware on the inside, and has the new blink feed along with a full HD display. So a great device that is going to be available soon in the market. If you have any questions or queries, look at our full unboxing page on iGyaan.in. You can also leave your questions, comments in the comment section below on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/iGyaan, youtube.com/iGyaan TV for iGyaan Networks. This is me, Thank you guys for watching.